So let's go back to the beginning. Like, what is Superhero Me and what do we do really? We're an inclusive arts community that uses the arts to bridge children from different backgrounds, children of different abilities, children of different social classes, and really allow them to form friendships or form positive experiences with each other. We see the arts as really a very powerful way of allowing kids who otherwise would not have encountered each other to mingle and to befriend each other. The approach we use is the inclusive arts approach, and what that means really is that we see the children as equals, not beneficiaries, and art becomes a channel that allows children to discover the idea of becoming, that you can be more than your social circumstance, your special need. And that for us became a very strong starting point of how do you get these children from very different backgrounds to understand each other.
Hi, I'm Afik, but I love to go to school because the superhero class today.
I think when we first started out, our vision for Superhero Me was really the idea of superheroes, right? You put on a costume and you turn into somebody that's not yourself, but really about who you aspire to be. We thought very hard about wanting the first batch of kids, we call them our pioneer heroes, to experience the idea of becoming. So who could you become despite the fact that you can't really spell? Maybe things are a bit complicated at home. So the term we use is creative confidence, wanting them to use creativity to develop their own sense of confidence, and then applying this way of looking at art to how they look at their own lives. Then slowly we found our niche in inclusion. We realized that there wasn't a lot of opportunities for typical children to mix with friends with special needs and vice versa.
Good morning, superheroes! Good morning!
And we thought, hey, why not we go try and be that space where these two groups of kids who lead quite separate lives can come together to get to know each other. So I think now a lot of our work has focused on inclusion. Inclusion being the idea that at Superhero Me, every child is given the space, the opportunity to participate, to achieve, and to belong. And how do we as adults in the room actually help children to be included and learn how to include others? When you talk about inclusion, I think it's very easy to pigeonhole inclusion and early childhood development into topics that only families or those from the special needs community are concerned about. But I think one powerful thing about using the inclusive arts is that we've consciously steered the conversation to the mainstream, that at the end of the day, it's about providing opportunities for people like us, for creatives, designers, artists, anyone really who's keen, to find a space and entry point where they can come in and play a more proactive role in fostering a more inclusive Singapore. And that really, requires more action than talk. I think inclusion is something that really needs to be experienced. You can preach about it, like it on Facebook, but it only strikes you when you actually start to take the step out of your own social circle to really mix with somebody from a different background, someone with different abilities, and that will really help to shape your opinion or give you a stronger grasp of what inclusion is really about. To me, inclusion benefits everyone, and that's what we've always been trying to communicate at Superhero Me. I believe it's the key to strengthening our social fabric. I'm super grateful to the community of captains that have passed through Superhero Me over the years. In a way, it has sparked their interest to understand inclusion a bit more and take these learnings back to their own community. And I think that's how a movement grows. You never keep it within your organization, within your community, but rather giving everyone just what they need to go back and be that spark in their own school, in their own workplace, in their own homes. And it starts with you lah. It starts with you and me. I think one area that we hope to develop in is the idea of training. How do you help to propagate this work beyond actually doing the work yourself? And I think that's why the idea of sharing, training and documenting is so important, that with any ground-up experience, there's so much that you can share from this journey together. And I think that will be the way to allow more educators, more families understand what inclusion is really all about. Our vision is that one day we will be irrelevant, that children, whether they have disabilities, special needs or not, can grow up together, go to the same schools, and not be separated by an education system that segregates and sorts children out according to their abilities. But of course that day is still far away, so there is still work to be done. I hope to continue working with the children, perhaps as colleagues, maybe in the future going around together to inspire other families and inspire other children. I think this would be really powerful, as this is, after all, a community that started and has grown along with them. In 2020 this year, we have Homerun, this project. It's really a very, very important milestone of Superhero Me's journey. It's a 9-month in the making community art show set in Block 55 Lengkok Bahru, in 2 rental flat units. And the beauty of it really is that the 2 rental flat units that we worked out of, not only was a space to make art, but because of COVID-19, we were blessed with the opportunity to have more time with the kids, to journey with them through PSLE preparation, and to really be able to take our time to say goodbye before we wrap up this chapter. Homerun is also the idea of trying to tease out how these children have grown up with us over the years. It involves the work of 5 children, Brandvan, Alfred, MaryAngelly, Rauf and Shahanis, and they're all 5 very, very different individuals.
My name is Alfred. I am 12 years old. I live in Lengkok Bahru. I love dogs, fish, and my friends and family. I also love to explore. For Homerun, I have been making a map where I usually go most of the time. I also went around taking photos of my favorite places to show people my neighborhood. People might think that Lengkok Bahru is a noisy, smelly and dirty place, but to me, Lengkok Bahru is my home.
I'm Brandvan and I'm 12 years old, and people usually describe me as awkward, funny and late. My project I've been working in Homerun is actually about clay and plaster and about diets and confidence. Whether you are fat or not, it doesn't really matter, it's just based on the attitude.
My name is Mary and I live in Lengkok Bahru and people call me quirky. And I am a very hardworking girl. I will work hard for what I want to achieve. As part of Homerun, I'm working on a project about will you succeed in life? It's about my perception of success. As part of this project, I also recorded a video giving out some life advice from the perspective of a 12-year-old. I hope it will help people with their problems.
My name is Rauf. I am 12 years old. People think that I'm quiet and lazy and easygoing kind of boy.
For Homerun, I did a photography and illustration of series of my family. Took pictures of items that represent my family members.
I am the youngest in my family and it was weird to instruct my family members to do poses, but it was a fun way to try something new with them. My name is Shahanis and I'm 12 years old this year. For me, others might think I'm quiet and introverted, but I'm helpful, responsible and honest to my family and my friends. I created the project based on boredom and how I felt every day. I will always use newspapers, colored paper to cut and design many patterns. And Captain Austin helped me turn these random patterns into beautiful pieces of cloth.
I'm going to show you some pictures that we take over the years one, okay? And then you can just scroll, you can just swipe and have a look, okay? Still remember?
I still remember.
Yeah.
And this cringy.
Do you remember any of these?
Yes, I remember this one.
My favorite memories of Super Yummy is going to the 62nd floor and seeing the whole view of Singapore. It was beautiful and I feel like going again.
When I was K2, I made my own costumes.
It's super funny and my hat keep on dropping off. And also I did some artwork with Caratro and the work is called Caravan Spy Gear.
P2, I worked with Amira in about clouds, and then P3 I did a cello thingy.
And I took picture with Uncle Bob. And had my very own exhibition.
I've done many projects with Super Yummy. I have learned to be more confident and try new things with different people, and it's okay to do different things with other people, and we should treat different people fairly too.
I have learned to accept people for who they are and loving them and getting opportunities, especially on music and art, because I really like all this type of stuff.
The projects are not really that easy as we could have some tough times going through. But I did learn not to give up because my friends helped me a lot and encouraged me not to give up.
I have learned to be kind, responsible and honest to each other, but the most important for me is attitude.
I will miss Super Yummy Studio in Block 55, Lengkok Bahru, and I also miss the captains and my friends.
I would really miss the amount of time I'm gonna spend here because of my secondary school life and the primary school life difference.
I am actually scared and I do not really know what's out there for me, and also I have some of my friends may go to other schools and take a different path from me, so I have to make new friends.
Super Yummy has helped me to be more confident and make me express my feelings to everyone, and I'm thankful with that. I want to tell my captains and friends, thank you.